I realize I'm stating the obvious when I say we are living through some crazy times, but let's just take a step back, take a breath, and stay calm. And the first thing before anything else, it is okay to be scared. In fact, you should be scared. It is normal to be scared. Let me put it this way. If you're not scared, then there is something wrong with you. You should probably go check out and get some mental health. You are not mentally healthy if you're not scared. But we need to dig a little bit deeper and do what rich people do. Do what the wealthy people do. Ever thought, how do rich people make all that money? How does wealth expand? Where does all that actually come from? From times like right now. Because wealthy people and those that are rich, you've heard the saying, and the rich get richer. Well, this is how. The rich are going to get richer. The wealthier are going to make more money, but you have the exact same chance because they understand what I'm talking about. Now, yes, I get it. I've said it. I'm sure you've heard it. It's scary, but remain calm. Okay, but what I want to do is actually approach this from more of a practical, and I use the word scientific very loosely here because I'm not some sort of like biologist or anything like that. But let's just think about things from a very practical kind of human being perspective. So us as humans, how does this work? Well, if this is us, so us, right? You and me. And then something like this happens, a noise, and this noise is happening in a bush, right? So if we're walking along and we hear a noise in a bush, what is our reaction? Especially if it catches us off guard. What is our reaction? Right? Whoa, what's that? We react in a very, whoa type manner. But why do we do that? Why do we react in that sort of way? Well, because our brains are wired to what? When we react, we are all of a sudden managing risk. That's all that is. We go into instant risk management mode. Why? Well, because we need to figure out what? We're managing risk. We need to figure out, is that a lion in the bush? Or is that just going to be some sort of lamb? In other words, is there some danger in that bush? Or is it, okay, there's nothing to really be that nervous about. The point here being, it is wired into our DNA. It is human nature. It is wise, if you want to survive, to have this ability right here to manage risk. Why? Well, let's say you walk through the woods and something rustles and you just keep walking. And let's say that it's a lamb. Okay, well, that's fine. You didn't manage risk. It turned out to be a lamb, so it doesn't really hurt you. But let's say you're walking through the wood. We should have probably done this in the woods instead of me in some of our, but I don't know, maybe we can green screen some woods in the background. Anyways, but let's say you're walking through the woods and there's a rustle, there's a noise in the bush. But no, you're not going to manage risk. You keep going on. And let's say it is a lion. What happens? Well, you're dead. Whereas if you had managed risk, I don't know, maybe you had a spear or a gun or something with you, well, you can be better prepared for the situation. So this all comes back to we're hearing a noise, right? The noise, of course, is the stock market crash right now. Everybody is ho, ho. And it is a very scary situation, right? You should be scared. Everybody, the world is in risk management mode. We're all seeing numbers go down. We are seeing, now, of course, we all care about the health and well-being of other people. So that's the assumption here. But I'm just talking about from strictly a numbers perspective. My point here is you are 100% normal to be scared. It's human nature. You are in risk management mode. You're trying to figure out, what's going on? People's 401ks, IRAs, retirements, everything dropping. It is a scary time, and people are out there trying to manage risk. And the thing becomes, you have to realize, okay, you're scared. It's okay to be scared, but you don't want to go down. You don't want to go down this path where, so this has served its role. But now there's two choices when you're managing risk. You can overreact, or you can just stay calm and realize what's going on. For me, and I feel like I'm having flashbacks to 2008, 9. I still remember it, like this exact same feeling. The real estate market collapsing, everything collapsing, the end of the world, panic, foreclosures everywhere. You drive down the street, for sale, for sale, for sale, bank owned, bank owned, bank owned, meaning foreclosure. It was scary. People were out there managing risk. Real estate doing what? And yeah, it was scary. I was new in the homeowner market, and I was still, a young wee little lad in my 20s. And what is going on? But you know what? I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I just want you to know that when I sit here and talk about all this stuff, I do actually have experience with it. But you know what? I was scared because that's the normal thing to do. I'm managing risk. But I stayed calm. While other people were overreacting and cashing out 401ks and doing crazy stuff with their own real estate. Some people were just overreacting. But I stayed calm, and I was buying. I started to buy real estate. And at the time, just stay calm though. Think objectively about things. Other people out there, they were staying calm. The rich, they weren't selling their 401ks. They were buying more. They were buying stocks. They were buying ETFs. They were buying mutual funds. And since then, the market has exploded and is still way, way, way higher than where it was then because people stayed calm. So let's make that green because this is where the money is made. So this is where we're at right now. It's okay to be scared. That is why you're scared. It's within, you should be scared. But you got to stay calm. You can't overreact right now. You can't go there and just start to come up with worst case scenarios. Even if, let's just say the stock market goes to zero, think about what that means. If the stock market goes to zero, that means the American economy is gone. That means we are being probably taken over by another country because America doesn't exist anymore. Or it means the entire world is over. And the most important thing at that point does not become gold bars. Who cares about your gold bars? Becomes guns, ammo, and water. So the stock market's going to zero. Really? You think America is going to end? You think America is going away? That's overreacting to think that, I'm going to just sell right now because the market might go to zero. Well, if the market goes to zero, who cares that you sold 50% higher? Because those dollar bills, you could use those as toilet paper, because there's a toilet paper shortage. I guess that's the only good thing that paper cash is going to be good for. Because if your theory on, I'm selling now because the markets are going to zero, so I might as well at least salvage some of it. Well, some of what? Some of those paper dollars that don't matter anyways, because in order for the market to go to zero, that means the economy doesn't exist. So that's why you got to stay calm, think rationally, and just take advantage when lots of others are going down, unfortunately. And it's sad to see. People are going down this pathway. They're managing risk, but then they're shifting into this category of managing risk and way overreacting. People, wealthy people, rich people, you got to go down this path right here. This is the path you want to go down. I'm not saying it's necessarily easy, but what makes it easier for me is to acknowledge that, I get it. You are nervous, Clay. You are scared. You are fill in the blank. But you're supposed to be. That's, like I said, it'd be mentally unhealthy for you not to be scared or nervous or anything like that because you must be terrible at managing risk. So just realize that's what's going on. But please keep yourself in this category. Keep yourself in that pathway. And when things, when the pages of the history book turn, either the America no longer exists or things get turned around. Me personally, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think in my personal opinion, odds are high that America will still exist. The American economy will still exist. People are still going to want iPhones. People are still going to want to go to Starbucks. People are still going to love watching Netflix. And so I think America will still exist. But if you think all that is going away, then fine. I guess you should overreact then. But for me, I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to keep myself in this category, and I'm going to go out there and make some things happen, and I hope you do the same. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.